Hope Floats is a bereavement and educational center for adults, children, teens, and their families who are grieving, dealing with illness, or facing other life challenges. Julie Thompson spoke to Meaghan Hayes, Hope Floats program director and private practice social worker, about the ways this healing and wellness center helps to bring both to those in need.
Hope Floats. What a wonderful name for your center. Meaghan, can you tell me a little bit about yourself before we delve into the center and how you got to be in the position you're in right now?
Absolutely. I'm so grateful to Denise and Ken for having me here at Hope Floats. I'm the program director for our Mike's Club program, which is our family-based program for children who have experienced grief and loss. And I've been here for a few years at this point. Before I came to Hope Floats, I actually worked with at-risk youth doing in-home therapy wraparound services. And I started a small private practice here and was able to volunteer with our Mike's Club program and help out. And my time here just grew from there. I loved it so much. The families are absolutely incredible. The staff here is amazing. And all the volunteers that come and help as well.
So Hope Floats has been around for how long?
Hope Floats was established in 2009. Denise and Ken opened up.
Okay. Meaghan, as the program director, you must constantly have to keep up with the subject of bereavement and different strategies and initiatives that can support these very important efforts. How do you do that?
Such a wonderful question. So we are very grateful to be members of the National Alliance of Grieving Children. They put on an incredible symposium every year. They've been virtual for the last several years, and we've been able to participate in that. And they're always presenting new and innovative ideas to support children. We also belong to a local New England chapter of childhood bereavement programs. So we're able to stay in tune with them and see what they're doing, especially during the pandemic. We were able to feed off of each other and support each other through this and how to best help out families. And in addition to that, there are incredible trainings out there that are going on that we are able to do. Like I'll do for my license CE trainings. And so I do a lot of those with different agencies and organizations that put those out. And we actually have one as well that we offer to providers.
Yeah, I saw on your website you have a lot of resources available too for people to kind of delve into their own research if they want to. That all has to do with the many things you do. There's so many programs that you offer on your website. It's packed with information. It's really easy to navigate too. I noticed that about the website, which is very calming. So many websites are just they scream at you, and your website kind of hugs you, which is really, really nice. Now, let's talk a little bit about the different programs you have. Mike's Club, you said, is for basically for children. Can you tell how that came about and what you do?
Absolutely. So we really feel like it's very important to provide support to children and their grieving adults as they're coping with grief. And so what we do is we meet with the children and we do creative activities with them that are focused on processing feelings related to grief, sharing memories of their loved ones, because it's so incredibly important for them to be able to have a safe place where they can share those, and also ways to promote self-care and do things to make themselves feel a little bit better. So all of the children who come to the program have experienced the loss of a parent, a sibling, or a significant caregiver who they saw, every single day in their life, or a family member who they saw every single day. While they're doing those creative activities with our staff, their adults actually have a support group that they go to. So it's a peer facilitated support group. We have a night that we have an incredible woman who's running a child loss group. We also have one of our staff members running a caregiver group for those who are raising a grieving child or a caregiver. And then we have a team of absolutely incredible folks who are running our partner spouse loss component. And so while the children are doing their activities, the adults get to go and have their time that they can talk to other adults.
That's wonderful. So you include the whole family or the family unit. What about people who haven't lost someone but have someone who's very ill, terminally ill? You also have programs for those people, and that must be just heart-wrenching.
It's an incredible program though that's filled with hope, and so we have our Mike's Club program. We're actually going to be shifting it and calling it Joni's Club, and so that's for families who are experiencing either a lifelong or terminal illness, and so the families can come and meet, and that's going to be starting, I believe, in November. We're going to be offering that, and then we also offer retreats as well. So COVID has unfortunately put a lot of those on hold, but we are looking at starting those back up again. So the retreats are not only for the person who is diagnosed, we have those, but we also have retreats for folks who are caregivers.
Now, when you say retreats, I think of you go away someplace for a weekend. Is that basically what it is?
So actually they come here to Hope Floats. And
Yeah.
if you haven't been here, please check out our website. We're happy to do tours, so feel free to give us a call. It's a spectacular Victorian antique home, and it's just very welcoming and inviting. So folks will come here, and there will be yoga classes frequently offered, different kind of self-care components, groups. We provide a nourishing meal so that folks don't have to worry about that. And it's just a day away to really get some support.
Wonderful. Now, your memory walk is one of your biggest fundraisers. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so we have had to cancel it for the last couple of years, but we are so excited. We have rescheduled it. So it's going to be held on October 1st of 2022. And that is our largest fundraiser. And it is such an incredible experience. We have hundreds of folks come here, and they do a beautiful walk down by the Jones River in memory of their loved one. And people come with these huge teams and these personalized shirts, and it's just such an amazing experience. We have raffles that we offer. There's food afterwards for folks who register, and it's just really amazing. People can do little memory dragons. We actually have our posters from all of the previous years and everything with their loved one's name on it. It's incredible.
That's wonderful. And they annually come back. The families come back year after year after year. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
terrific. That's just wonderful. So during the past 18 months, during the pandemic, there obviously has been an increase in the number of everybody, from children to the elderly, who require services for depression and anxiety and just fear. How much of that do you see at Hope Floats as a new entity that you never had before?
I think that it was something that's always, been here that we've supported. Folks, we have several private practice clinicians that are here who provide individual counseling services. And so the primary reason that folks will call us for individual counseling is bereavement, because we're a bereavement and educational center. But we certainly support folks who are coping with depression, anxiety, a multitude of other life stressors. So it's certainly been here, but I can speak from my work. I have absolutely seen that increase in the folks that I work with, or in phone calls that we're getting and things like that. So.
And how has the Zoom life or the virtual life that we've had to live in affected you? How do you think it's affected your ability to really connect with these people that come to see you and the services that Hope Floats offers? Because I know that a lot of it is being able to hug people and hold their hand and look in their eyes. And can you speak to that?
Absolutely. It's been difficult, and I think we can all empathize with that, how incredibly difficult it's been. Technology has been incredible in so many ways. It's allowed us to continue to support families throughout this pandemic. We had actually mailed out care packages to our kiddos, and we've had Zoom-based support groups, not only for our Mike's Club families, but for our adult groups as well. So it's been incredible to remain connected in some way. But it's also, you're absolutely right, it's very different. And we've heard people talk about that in folks who are newly bereaved, that they will discuss how different it's been for memorial services and things like that, how it's really lacking that personal touch from beforehand. And so I'm very grateful for technology in so many ways, but it is absolutely difficult as well. It's harder to connect through a screen, especially with kids, where I'm typically very active. We do lots of activities when we meet, so it is very difficult at times.
Yeah, and hopefully it will get better. We seem to be on the right path anyway now. So Meaghan, how can people support Hope Floats? What do you do for raising funds, aside from obviously your memory walk?
Yes, that's our biggest fundraiser. We also apply for grants, but so much of our funding is actually from donations. We just received an extremely generous donation from Blue Cross Blue Shield, um, and so really like personal donations from folks. And we have a lovely sign downstairs where we say, donating time is so incredibly supportive too. If money is something that's so tight, which I know it is for so many folks, especially during this pandemic. So donating time, resources, we're always looking for crafts for our kiddos and things like that. But those are really like our main sources of income.
Alrighty, I definitely hope people visit your website and see what you're all about. Thank you so much for joining us today, and wonderful, continue your wonderful work in that wonderful place, Hope Floats.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Julie and Meaghan. If you or someone you know could use the support and healing offered by Hope Floats, visit their website for information and resources.
If you've enjoyed this video by The Local Scene, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching.